Last night we introduced you to the drug czar, if you will, of Portugal. I wanted to talk with him to see how his program of decriminalizing drugs is different than Oregon's Measure 110, which many think is way out of control. He explained how he helped set up the country's decriminalization of small amounts of drugs and explained all the things they do to bring social pressure onto addicts and to stop them from using. It's had a huge success over the last 22 years.
When our strategy that included decriminalization was approved, we estimate that we could have 100,000 people using only heroin. That means 1% of our population. Nowadays, we estimate that we can have around 33,000 people using any kind of drug in a problematic way.
By the way, if you missed last night's show or any of these shows, you can go to KGW YouTube page, click on live. I know it doesn't make sense because it's not live when you're looking at it, but it works, so just do it. Click on live and you'll find our shows in chronological order. The story from Portugal from Tuesday night is about 7 minutes in. And you should watch Kyle's story too. That's the first one. It's all good. Now, back to this show. Did you hear that drop in users that he mentioned? That's more than 60%. That is amazing. Now, Portugal's system is very different than Oregon's. It involves social pressure to get users to stop using drugs. And just as important, it also has lots of treatment centers, so those who are addicted don't have to wait to get in. Now, that treatment part is an obvious problem in Oregon. It's one of many of you know very well. After last night's show, in fact, we got a call from Kenya sharing her frustration over that very thing.
I just want to know if maybe we start a petition. If we could, what are our options to change that in Oregon? I am personally affected by it, by family members. And the problem is in Oregon that there is a waiting list for people that need help. And in between that time of getting the help, those people don't make it to the door.
And that is sad. Hundreds of millions of dollars from the cannabis tax now have been spread out statewide in Oregon, and hopefully more treatment beds will be available in every part of the state soon. And Kenya, I'm sorry your family's struggling with that. And yes, you could start a petition to try and force another vote, maybe repeal Measure 110. But another way would be to contact your state lawmakers, because they are watching and they are listening, and they will be in session this coming January. Now, this morning, State Senator Jeff Golden, who represents the Medford-Ashland area, sent me an email saying that he saw last night's show and is now very interested in how Oregon can adopt Portugal's best practices.
I voted for Measure 110. I've always thought that we were on the wrong track criminalizing recreational drug use. That's distinct from drug dealing and drug trafficking, and that we were filling and overfilling our jail cells and prisons with people who shouldn't be there and needed help, needed medical help. And that got me to vote for 110. It is not unrolling like I imagined or wanted it to.
I've heard that a lot. Senator Golden is a Democrat, by the way. He does not think that Measure 110 needs to be repealed, at least not yet. Not if Portugal holds secrets to how Oregon can fix it.
What I was especially interested in your piece, your approach in going straight to experienced people in Portugal and talking about how they've been more successful than we have. Of course, they've been at it longer. I want to very carefully look at them as a model. They're not an identical culture, but they're similar in a lot of ways. And what I heard from the health official that you interviewed was that there are ways to incentivize people that aren't terribly punitive and expensive, the way that incarceration has been for us, and that have a higher probability of ending up leaving people productive and self-sufficient and on the right tracks. And I want to steal every nuance of every good idea they have.
And circling back again to Kenya, Senator Golden says each of us can help by taking action, by letting lawmakers know this is a huge deal for all of us. And we can do that by contacting our state lawmakers and sharing our stories.
What's very effective in a lot of our issue areas is the stories of our constituents. So I think what people could do, especially people who've had some involvement with this world, either have been addicted themselves, have loved ones who've been addicted, if they can be talking to legislators wherever they live about their experiences, about how deeply it's impacted their lives, and ideally about what's worked.
He said it's also good to share stories of what did not work. You may think your voice is not important, but listen, stop that. It is important. If you don't like the way Measure 110 and decriminalization is going now in Oregon, take action. Don't just complain, call or write a lawmaker. You can find all the ways to contact them with a simple Google search.